Hi everyone. This week we're going to focus on folktale adaptations. That's when an author takes a traditional folktale and changes a couple of the story elements to create a new version of an old classic. So today we're going to read the story of Goldilocks and the Three Pandas. You can probably tell from the title that this is an adaptation of the story Goldilocks and the Three Bears. As I'm reading, I want you to think about what parts of the story has the author changed? Did they change the characters, the setting, some of the events? And what parts of the story are the same? We'll stop and talk about that as we go, and when we're done, I'll show you how I organized my information in a Venn diagram to compare the two stories and find out which parts are the same and which parts have been changed. Here we go. Goldilocks and the Three Pandas. When Goldilocks was born, her mother said, "Year of the Golden Dragon, very lucky year. This child will have good luck." "She has a face as round as a gold coin," said her father. "This child will bring great wealth." But Goldie had neither great wealth nor good luck. In fact, she could never seem to keep money in her piggy bank, and she had a bad habit of breaking things. One Chinese New Year, Goldie's mother woke her up and sent her to wish their neighbors Kung Hei Fat Choi. "But Mama, I'm still sleepy and I'm so hungry." "It'll only take a minute," her mother said. "Mr. and Mrs. Chan would enjoy a visit from you. Take these turnip cakes to share with little Chan." "He never shares stuff with me," muttered Goldie. "It's the New Year," her mother warned. "Wash away old arguments and be nice, or you'll have bad luck." Not more bad luck. Last year, she lost the red envelope her grandmother had given her, and her best friend moved away. So Goldie walked next door to the Chan's apartment. She knocked on the door. No answer. She knocked again. Still no answer. Goldie gave the door a little push. It swung open, and she tumbled in, dropping the plate. Turnip cakes catapulted all over the floor. "Oh no!" cried Goldie. "A whole plate of turnip cakes ruined. That was bad luck for sure." She wandered into the kitchen to find a broom. On the table were the 3 steaming bowls of congee, a ceramic bowl, a wooden bowl, and a plastic bowl. Her tummy grumbled. Surely nobody would mind if she had one little bite of rice pudding. She sampled the congee from the ceramic bowl. Ugh, too watery. She tasted the congee from the wooden bowl. Yuck, too thick and clumpy. Then she slurped some congee from the plastic bowl. Just right. Before she knew it, she had eaten it all up. Think about the story so far. Are you noticing some things that are the same as the traditional version? What are some ways that the authors changed the story? I noticed the setting's different. Goldilocks was in the forest. Goldilocks is in the city. Another way the authors changed the story is that Goldilocks knows her neighbors, the Chans. In Goldilocks, the bears are strangers to her. Also, I'm noticing that the food in the bowls are different than in the traditional story where she eats porridge. All the congee made Goldie even sleepier than she already was. Maybe she should just rest a bit and wait for the Chans. She walked into the living room and saw 3 chairs. She plunked down on Mr. Chan's massage chair. Something hard steamrolled up and down her back. "Ouch!" she cried, springing to her feet. "Too rough." Next, she plopped into Mrs. Chan's armchair and disappeared into the fluffy pillows. She felt like stuffing in a pork bun. "Oof," she mumbled, "too soft." Then she squeezed herself into little Chan's rocking chair. "Whee!" she shouted as she rocked back and forth. But she pushed too hard and the chair somersaulted backward. It hit the floor with a splintering crash. "Oh no!" Goldie exclaimed. 7 years bad luck." Or was that with a mirror? In either case, she was still so sleepy, she ambled into the bedroom to find a place to lie down. Just a few minutes, she reasoned. She climbed into a king-size bed. The mattress felt as hard as a week-old almond cookie. Ugh, too uncomfortable. Next, she flopped onto a queen-size bed. The electric bed began to fold her up like a dumpling. "Yikes! Too scary!" she cried. Then she leaped off and settled down onto little Chan's futon. "Ah, just right," she sighed, and fell fast asleep. So we're seeing some things that are the same. Goldilocks sat in 3 chairs. She's tried out 3 beds. She also likes the little bears' things the best. The Chans finally returned home. "Who dropped these turnip cakes all over the floor?" exclaimed Mr. Chan. "And didn't clean them up," added Mrs. Chan. "A whole plate of turnip cakes ruined," groaned little Chan. They headed into the kitchen. "Hey, who's been eating my congee?" demanded Mr. Chan. "And who's been eating my congee?" cried Mrs. Chan. Little Chan wailed, "I don't have any congee. Someone's eaten mine all up." Mr. Chan heard a humming in the living room. He went to investigate. "Someone's turned on my massage chair," he bellowed. "And someone's rumpled the cushions on my armchair," yelled Mrs. Chan. "I don't even have a chair," shouted little Chan. "It's been smashed to pieces." When the 3 Chans looked into the bedroom, Mr. Chan hollered, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." "And someone's been sleeping in my bed," squealed Mrs. Chan. "Look," said little Chan, "it's Goldilocks sleeping on my futon." Goldilocks jerked awake. Who could sleep with all that yelling going on? "Mr. Chan, Mrs. Chan," she cried, "I didn't mean to fall asleep." In a fluster, she jumped out of bed and dashed home. So we see some things that are the same as the traditional story. The 3 bears come home and they discover that Goldilocks has been in their house. She's eaten their congee, she's sat in their chairs, and she's even sleeping in one of their beds. I do notice some differences though. Instead of 3 brown bears, we see 3 panda bears. Also, at the end of the story, Goldilocks talks to the bears because she knows them as her neighbors. Let's see what happens next. Her mother had set out congee for her breakfast. Goldie was just about to take a bite when she thought of little Chan, who didn't have any more rice porridge in his bowl. "I'm not really that hungry," she said to her mother. She went to read a book in her rocking chair. As she rocked back and forth, she thought of little Chan, who didn't have a chair to sit in anymore. "I'm still sleepy. I think I'll go to bed," she said. Goldie climbed into her nicely made bed. She thought of the pillows and blankets she had strewn about the Chan's bedroom. Goldie jumped up and ran back to the kitchen. She grabbed her bowl of congee and rushed back to the Chan's apartment. "I didn't mean to break little Chan's rocking chair," she said to Mr. Chan. "I'll help you glue it back together." "I'll fix the blankets I messed up," she said to Mrs. Chan, "and make the beds." Goldie handed her bowl of congee to little Chan. "I'm sorry I ate all of your rice porridge," she said, "and dropped all those turnip cakes." "Thanks, that's okay, Goldie," said little Chan shyly. "We were just about to make some more. Would you like to help?" So Goldie and little Chan chopped, stirred, and steamed lots and lots of turnip cakes. Then they fried them up nice and crunchy for the New Year feast. Mrs. Chan handed Goldie a red envelope. "Kung hei fat choi, Goldie," she said. "May the New Year bring you great wealth and good luck." "Thank you," Goldie said, "but I think I've found some good luck already." She smiled at little Chan, and the 2 friends sat down together to eat a whole plate of turnip cakes. So this story ends differently than the traditional version where Goldilocks runs away and the bears never see her again. In this story, Goldilocks goes back and offers to help make it right. She helps make new turnip cakes. She gives little Chan her congee. She offers to help fix the chair and straighten the pillows. It was nice of her to go back and try to apologize. Would you check out my Venn diagram to see how things look different? And then today, you're going to write about some of those differences between the 2 stories.